All right, all right, all right. Y'all, welcome back to another episode of Left Lane Chronicles. It's your girl, Just Gab. Um, we also have Riding with Ro. I know you're wondering, Gab, where in the world are your other two co-hosts? Charwell Glide should be popping on soon, and I believe Cutoff will be here as well. So we're gonna get right into it. I'm really excited about this. Right now, we're starting a conversation with just the ladies. I'm so happy to have my sis back, riding with Ro. We don't have to do a long introduction. Y'all already know her as being creative, this powerhouse, this girl that's all over the place. So
Yee,
we got her back.
I'm back. I'm excited too. It's about to be girl talk. Girl talk.
Let's get it. Speaking of girl talk, so you have been doing a lot over the last month, and I want to just get right into it, starting off with the event, the Virginia All Female Ride that just happened a few weeks ago, which I just dropped my video telling my experience. It was very, very nice. My first time being able to participate in an all female ride. So I want to know, like, how was that for you planning it, and what was your thoughts and how you feel about the event?
Yeah. Virginia All Female Ride. So, first of all, if anybody doesn't know, the Virginia All Female Ride is an annual event that we started last year in 2024. And we move it around to different areas of Virginia. And essentially, what we want to do, we're a nonprofit organization. So we raise funds for charities in that local area. So this year, we were in Richmond, Virginia at Richmond Harley Davidson, which is the one that you came to, which I'm so glad you came through.
Yes, I had a good time.
Yes, and your video was so dope. The so we had it in Richmond and it was just good vibes. We had over about 300 women riders there. We do an organized ride in the area that we're in. But that is not just about the ride. It's a 3-day event. So, well, 2 days, Friday and Saturday are our main activities. So Friday we do a meet and greet, and then Saturday we do the ride. But as far as the planning, it's a lot of work. There are 5 of us. There's 5 of us, and it's still so much work.
I
Oh
can
my.
only imagine. I can only imagine. Um, like you said, I this was my first time going, and the thing that I like, I missed some things because I kind of got there late. Girl, I got poured down on, as you say in the video. I was like, what the hell? But I was determined. I was like, I have to go here. The thing that I like was some of the activities where you had. Y'all had everybody lined up, and you had one of those things where you were like, step forward if you've done this, or step forward if you ever felt this way. And I think it was pretty cool to be able to see certain women stepping up when they can see, hey, like, we all are in this together. I wish I
Mhm.
would have been there to physically see it, but I thought that was dope. I saw that from the video.
Yeah.
And just the activities, y'all had everybody engaged, which I thought was really cool.
Thank
um and I just think anytime I see all women come together for any type of event is a positive, because sometimes women can be displayed as emotional, moody. We don't get along and stuff
you.
like that. So to see all these ladies on their bike and not one trailer, I didn't
Yeah.
see any trailers.
Yeah.
Okay, so the ladies showed out, and the vibes were definitely good. And
Yeah.
y'all actually gave back to a few charities as well, right?
Yep. So we gave back $4,000 this year. We gave to Worth Days, which is an organization for foster care, families impacted by foster care. We also gave to Safe Harbor, which is a charity that helps out, I want to say, women of domestic violence, but I just want to point out that there are charities that help people of domestic violence, because women are not the only ones affected by domestic violence, but we focus on women centered charities.
Mhm.
We also gave some money to Transition Family Violence Services, which we also donated to them last year. But let me tell you about Ms. Brown from Transition. She supports us heavy.
Mhm.
Heavy. And she hypes us up online. She shares our stuff online. And she said, I'm coming. Y'all ain't even got to donate to my charity. I'm coming. So we donated to her. And there's also another organization that reached out to us called Ride for Kids. And you ride your motorcycle, and they basically you pay for a pamphlet, like a booklet, and it gives you different locations in Virginia that you can ride to. It's actually really cool. And you pay like a little small fee for the book, and they raise money for children. And I thought that was cool. So it is, we do give back, which I think is the highlight of what we do.
Definitely. Now, let me ask you this just for the people that may not know. Is there a way to give or donate to the Virginia All Female Ride if they want to support future endeavors or whatever y'all have going on within in the future?
You know what, Gab? You be on it because you were not the first to ask that question this week. I'm on it. It will be out by Monday. Okay, guaranteed. I will have a link. We do have a Facebook page,
Okay.
Virginia All Ride Incorporated. So anybody can go check us out. But as far as the donation link, that's gonna be up there by Monday. Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And if you're a
Yeah.
woman, you ride or don't ride, it doesn't really matter. You can pay for registration, and your registration does help toward our fundraising. So
Okay. Good stuff. Definitely want to get that information out there. I'm gonna put a little money in the piggy bank myself. So
thank
definitely
you.
looking forward to seeing that link. And for the viewers, if y'all can just, support, they're doing something really good in the community for women. And we all want to make sure that, we donate to a good cause.
Mhm.
So we talked about the Virginia All Female Ride. The next thing that we have to talk about on Beth Lane Chronicles and the Girl Talk, we have to talk about this video, Miss Rowe. We need you to come to the front of the congregation. we need we need you to talk about this video that got everybody talking, and and bring up these points of why you wanted to give your side of the story of why you felt that women are more superior than men.
Oh my God.
Let's hear it.
Man, look, I don't regret my decisions, but man, I'm gonna do a second thought next time. That video got everybody in their feelings. Everybody, men and women alike, were in their feelings. But the reason why I made that video, because I wanted to highlight the Virginia All Female Ride, and y'all know I'm a content creator. I make YouTube videos, and I try to do things differently. So when I go to the same event, I don't want you to see the same video. I want
Yeah.
to put a different spin on it so you can see a different perspective. Last year, I kind of just showed the ride. This year, I
Yeah.
wanted to kind of tap into the underlying emotion that is felt. I wanted to highlight women. And so when I made that video, I was like, I already knew I wanted the title to be Women Are Better Riders Than Men, because in some situations, I believe that we ride a little bit harder with things that men would never understand, and we
Right.
still get on motorcycles. But I didn't just mean that literally, I also meant it figuratively, because even in the first few minutes of my video, I said we go through all these things and still we ride. We ride through life,
Yeah.
we ride through our daily complications, we ride through, the stress of life, just that women specifically face. And
Mhm.
so the video that went viral on Instagram, I'm talking my junk. 'Cause look, we are superior.
Right.
Okay.
I
We
said what I said.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay. But I wanted to, because the internet will turn a blind eye to a positive message, that as
Yeah.
soon as you say something controversial or dramatic, then everybody want to hop on it. So I
Right.
wanted I wanted people to go to the video to see the beauty of women. I wanted to of course highlight the Virginia All Female Ride and the work that we put in. But I also just wanted to highlight the fact that everybody goes through things.
Right.
But we all ride on motorcycles to get through those stresses, many of us. So, yeah, that's where that video came from. For everybody that was mad,
Right.
so mad.
No, I loved it. I loved it. Like you said in the beginning, it definitely was a eye catcher and made you be like, hold on, wait. But then like you pretty much went through in the video of bring it to the forefront of, like you said, what women go through and stuff. And as a lady writing myself, it can be trying. Not saying anything against the men, y'all, so y'all don't hop on me now. Not saying that men don't go through stuff, but as a woman, it's like, we're already trying to.
Oh, hey, y'all just
What's
moved
going on?
2 different people. Look who joined. Look who's here. Shaw will glide. Hello, good sir.
What is going on? I'm sorry. I had to handle a little matter of fellowshipping.
Yeah, no problem. You just gonna hop into the middle of our girl chat. You were just such a man. Just such.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Just
Hold on.
God.
Hold on.
Oh,
Let me.
just on my point.
What did I miss? This is Gab actually
We were
calling me
talking
right
about the
now. I just
female ride.
texted her.
Oh, we were talking about the Virginia female ride, and we were talking about the video that I made about women being better riders than men, and like why I said that and why I was talking big stuff.
I mean, I will say this. I do feel like you didn't get all your bars off. I will say that
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like it was more that could have been said. Um, So that's another reason why I wanted to have you on and get more in depth with it. How do you because I catch me about I don't know if y'all talked about it or she asked a question or not, but how do you feel that it went?
I think it went well. You know how like you have a like you have a spat with somebody. And it wasn't a spat. It was really a really good discussion. But when
Mm,
you have a spat with somebody and you walk away, you was like, "Dang, I should have said that, and I should have said that, and I should have said that." I don't think I didn't really walk away with that feeling. Like I should have said more. Cause my whole goal with having that discussion with Sel was really to just again highlight women and the strength of women and also just highlight the fact that we all ride for different reasons and with different problems and issues. Um
yeah.
Now there were many moments that did have me speechless. I would say that. And I'm like, I don't even know what to say to that. So I'm gonna just be quiet. I think part of it is like you don't live in the other person's you're not standing in their shoes, so you don't know how they feel.
I'm back.
My girl is back after being kicked from my little girl chat.
Right.
Ah.
I'm sorry. I literally just got off the bike. That's why I'm sweating right now because I was like, look, I had to try to get here for this interview. So I like literally I just took my helmet off and everything.
Oh
That's
Lord.
crazy.
Welcome. Welcome.
Mhm.
Glad you made it safe.
Yes. I don't even know what I was saying.
You were saying that you don't feel like it was much more that needed to be said. Only reason why I would say like I felt like it was more um because I feel like you was getting cut off a lot. And that's just me from my point of view. I don't know how the other viewers seen it. I should probably change my name from Just Gab because that's just probably throwing people off. But uh that's just me from how I seen it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? The like I would say like the point that you brought up where about like the period cramps and stuff like that
Mhm.
was he using it to make fun of? Yes, what I mean. And there are some points that I can see where he was coming from, but at the same time I would say you still had things that females go through, you know what I'm saying? And I get it. It was funny for him to sit here and tell everybody y'all just got like that, the ass and titties, you know what I'm saying? It was funny, because it reminds me like an uncle at the cookout or something. But
He is an uncle.
so I would say it's y'all bring more to the table.
Mm.
And me being someone who actually seen it for myself firsthand at the all female ride, with y'all actually being out there. And I've even told Gabs, I said, man, that was amazing. You know what I mean? I told some of the guys, like, yo, I know some of y'all would have pulled up on trailers. They ain't pull up on no trailers, big dog.
Look, Gabby said that. She
You
sure
know,
did say
Not
because
one.
that.
Okay.
I
Not
was,
one.
I saw the rain start pouring down. I was like, let me see what they gonna do. They gonna still roll up. They're gonna try to hold off.
We had people come
Nope.
straight off the road to the meet and
Hmm.
greet in the rain to come. So yeah, we had women from Texas. We had women from very far coming in that weather. So that was real dope.
And I,
Now,
I will
as
also.
far as
Oh, go ahead.
oh, go
I don't want to cut you off.
as far as what you said about getting cut off, I don't necessarily feel that way. And the reason why is because he allowed me the space to say what I needed to say. Now, Sel is the uncle that I never wanted. That's how he is the uncle I never wanted. He's the uncle that's gonna say what he gonna say. He gonna say he the best at doing it, and he gonna stand in it. And I think that's what I was saying earlier. Like I feel like he had his points and I had mine. We don't necessarily have to agree, but I do feel like we heard each other out. Now his audience, I don't know about them, but I don't know if they heard everything out. But as far as Sel, he is going to say the what he feels, and he's not going to apologize for it. That's one thing I can respect about him, because I've seen a lot of his videos. I even told him, I'm like, you're like low key controversial, not even low key sometimes, like you're controversial. And I I, I feel like because he has that, that ability to be strong and confident in who he is, and me having the confidence to say women are better writers than men in a certain context, I think that made for a good discussion. So I don't
Definitely
know.
was a good discussion.
Yeah, like I said, I ain't gonna take nothing from it. It was good. You know, um, I will say that y'all as women should definitely keep doing what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, like with points he was making, I can agree with like certain points that he was making as far as like how sometimes things can get sexualized. Because at the end of the day, men are going to be men, which is true.
Mhm.
Men actually use their eyes. They think with their eyes. You know what I'm saying? And for him to say like certain things, I explained it to Gab before too. Like he he has some truth with that because guys would be more prone to help a female before they would help a man.
Mhm.
And that, what I'm saying, that's not me trying to be like, oh well, you know, it's me just being real. Like both sides, I heard both sides,
Mhm.
and both parties had great points. Um, I just wanted to make sure that, hey, I just want to know if you felt comfortable and you felt like you got what you need to get off. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like I didn't feel like you did. Feel like it could have been more to that conversation, but it was a fun thing. It was a fun conversation to watch. I'm not gonna lie. And you kind of need that controversialness, that controversy in order to get you know people
That
riled up
positive.
a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
in order to learn something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a conversation if everybody's just seeing everything from the same side.
Mhm.
So I will say applause to you. I don't have the fancy doohickey. I think Gab might have the
Yeah,
the the, the, the
mine's
clap.
not hooked up. I would have did the shh.
Yeah, yeah, because you know what I mean. But I will say I am proud of you for actually standing 10 toes on what you believe in. I'm
Exactly.
proud of all the women that came out and supported you, and even the fellas that came out and supported you. Because you had a lot of guys that was like, man, I don't think he understand what my homie was talking
Yeah.
about. You know what I'm saying? So I will say it was fun. It was a great time. I enjoyed it. Sitting here watching, I really did. I got some
Thank
good laughs in there. Um, like
you.
I'm thinking about it now, but it's funny.
I told somebody after, like, just about a week ago, or maybe even a couple of days ago, I said this was a great social experiment, because and it showed me how much power I have in my tongue. I said one thing: women are better writers than men, and everybody went crazy. And then it's also like you see the divide in how people think and how people conceptualize and how people seek context. Because if you look at my YouTube comments under that video, everybody's like, "Oh, I get it. Okay, Ro, I see what you're saying." But when you
Mhm.
look at my Instagram where I said women are better writers than men, and that's all you heard, it's like, women ain't doing that. Da, 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 da. You
Yeah.
need a man. You need a man. I'm like, if y'all don't just stop, like, just stop. Like, watch the video. You'll know what I mean. So,
But you did say that in the Instagram clips. You did say,
Mhm.
hey, before you start having Twitter fingers, before
mhm.
you get up here in my comments, watch the whole video. So
Yep.
that just shows you like who actually watched the video.
Mhm.
And then sometimes people just already form an opinion anyway, and they just want to have something to say anyway.
And
But yeah,
then you also have the third side of it where people will get all the way through the video, they'll hear everything I said and still call it clickbait. So no matter what I did, it was going to be an issue with certain people. So I can't focus on that though. I got to focus on, continuing to say what I want to say in a positive way, inspire people. And if you get it, you get it. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. Like
right.
nothing anybody does is going to be for everybody. And that's something that I've definitely learned being on YouTube. You can be the happiest, most positive person. Somebody always is going to find an issue. So you can't let that bother you.
So you brought that up. I know we had briefly talked about it before, but you do have a voice and you do have people that are, starting to, form their opinion. The more attention you get and everything like that. How do you, or what advice would you give someone like myself or other people that's kind of doing the same thing you do to kind of stay grounded and not allow, what people are saying get to you?
That's a good question. And it's something that I definitely had to learn over time. I wasn't always this way, but you just
Mm,
got to learn to find your peace. That's something I've been saying for the past couple of years. Find your peace. And the internet, going into it knowing that the internet can be a nasty place,
yeah.
you really have got to protect your mind. You have
Mm,
to turn it off. You have to delete it. You have to hide it. You have to just not look at it. Don't even pick it up because everybody is not going to be on the same wavelength as you. And when I went into it, when I posted like my little, my promotions and stuff like that, I knew. I said I'm gonna shake the table with this one. I knew the comments were coming, so
yeah.
I had already prepared myself, and they did start coming. Initially, it was support like, "Oh man, bro, you gonna get some heat on this one," and then they would come back and like do another comment and be like, okay, I watched the video, I get it. So I think it's just knowing that you have an audience, know your audience, know your people. Because I'm not making videos for people that don't, aren't are on a controversial, always seeking drama. I'm making videos for people that seek love and light and who want to ride with me on my rides, which can be good or could be bad, but I'm a put a positive spin on it. So yeah, just find your peace. Ignore it.
I'm gonna have to remember that because the first person that pull up, no, am I, am I playing?
Now, look, maybe I'm not gonna sit up here in front like, yeah, I just it's sometimes it takes a lot out of me not to respond. It
Yeah,
takes I really have to be like, you know what? I'm not even gonna give you that satisfaction. You can sit there and talk to yourself because I'm not going to sit there and respond to that. I know what energy I'm on, and if you're not giving me that same energy, I'm not. Why waste my time? Why waste my energy? I'm not doing that.
definitely. Well, you definitely handled that well as a queen. You
Ew.
actually handled that very well.
Thank
So,
you. Thank you. I try.
So I do have a question. I don't know if y'all touched on it. Like I said, I came in a little late. Your new video that you put out for your trip
Hmm.
to Texas.
Hmm.
Did you feel like coming from that trip, you learned more about yourself? And because you spoke about peace, did you feel like you learned more about yourself with that?
Did I? Like, oh my gosh! Like okay, so I'm gonna say something that I probably should not tell the world. Y'all gonna be like, oh, she's really grown up. I have very much matured. Okay, I will say that. In I think 2018, I was hit at a stoplight in my car. And I was still able to drive it. So I drove it into the gas station and I got out that car and cussed that man out from amazing grace to a sweet sunshine. Okay.
oh goodness.
It
God
was
dang.
bad. He was in the wrong. It was bad. He took my whole front fender off. So this is how I know I have grown as a person because I don't let stuff like that bother me. It's material. My dad says it all the time. Your life is what's important. These material
Right,
things, get that back. And when we go, we not taking none of it with us.
right.
So both of my parents tell me that. And so when the lady hit me at the gas station, I had to take a minute and just breathe. Like this lady really just backed into me Now, mind you, when she's backing into me, like I literally, this is how it went. I pulled into the pump. She was still. I pulled into the pump. The moment I try to put my kickstand down, here she comes and puts it in reverse, and I mean just back that thing up to the point so fast to the point where when I looked up, I was banging on the back of her trunk to try to get her to stop. And
Oh,
I was so mad. When my bike tipped over, I jumped off. My leg hit the exhaust. I jumped off and I just walked away. It's on my dash cam where I just walked away and I just had to take a breath because I was so heated. Like,
yeah.
why would you back into me and that could have been avoided? Like, lady. And then what almost pushed me to the edge at one point, she said, my pump was I didn't know my pump, I didn't know what side my pump was on. It was on the video. I didn't know I was trying to move to a different pump. I didn't know what side it was on. So you decided to back up on the same side and then like, lady, but I kept calm. I looked at the bike. And I think what really calmed me down was the fact that there was no damage to my wheel or my front fender. So I was still able to ride. I think if I would not have been able to proceed on this goal that I had set for myself, it probably would have been a different outcome. I don't think I would have been as patient and as calm, but it was just, she backed into my,
And
highway.
overall, you were safe. I mean,
Yeah.
even if
Yeah.
you were still able to,
Yeah.
continue.
She
Because if
backed
you would have hurt your leg, then that would have been a whole nother story trying to finish that trip.
So to answer your original question, yes, I learned a lot about myself that I have gotten a lot of patience and I've learned how to handle situations like that without overreacting. So,
Yeah,
but
see, that's good because me, I would have had to go back to Marine Corps me, and I would have had to hit up Gavin like, "Hey, get me some shirts made, free
man,
shower."
Pretty sure we would have been up here like, yo, we taking donations.
come get me.
Send
Like,
that man
Hey,
some honey buns.
I already told my family when I pass away, make sure you bury my bike with me. I want to be on that
Oh
mug.
Lord.
All right, bury it with me. Who's
man,
this? Oh, Glawa Hayes. He says, What's the word, gang?"
What's up, gang?
what, dang. He is so funny.
Not in all caps though.
Gucci.
I try to get his tone down right because you know how he be saying it when we come on.
Yep.
What
Right.
up, gang?
Oh, dang, Will's dirty.
Listen, when we get around each other, I be telling her, I said we always act up when we around each other, like, because we always tell somebody to ride their bike. No, for real, y'all do need to ride your bike, but still.
Ride, ride,
So
ride.
how long was that trip to Texas?
It was GPS time 22 hours. But it actually took me, I don't even know when I got, whenever, so I left at 3:30 on Wednesday and I got there Thursday at like my final destination at like 4 o'clock ish. So what's that? 24 hours? 25 hours? Yeah, around about 25 hours. It was a total of 1,534
I
miles.
love you too, bro. So what tips? I've been to Texas not on a bike, but I've been to Texas just in there. I know it's hot as all outside, like it's hot as hell. So what tips would you give other riders if they're planning on going down to Texas, if they're planning on making a trip like that? What did
Ooh,
you learn?
hold on 1 second before people gonna be like, oh, she can't do math. That was definitely not 25 hours. Y'all calculate it in comment. But that you said tips, right?
Hmm.
Okay, so ooh, I hate tip questions because I'm still learning myself.
We need a Jeopardy background.
um, I would say, well, you already know I ride with a cooler. That is like that just helps me save money on the road. And then also, I don't always stop at gas stations. I sometimes will stop at a rest stop because believe it or not, rest stops actually have really good bathrooms. So sometimes, but when it's time for a gas stop, I'll go to the bathroom at a rest stop and then proceed to a gas station so I can hydrate at a rest stop anytime. Um, I'd say the hydration is the biggest part, and only because it was just so hot. Be careful if you ride with lightning, because y'all know, you know. But at one point, I was on a back road by myself. I think it was a clip of that in my video. And I was just riding. I was so focused on the sky. I was like making sure there was no like. I was trying to see how far the lightning was from me, and my Insta was sticking up. And I'm like, I am the highest point out here. I'm like, let me put this Insta down.
Girl,
So
you
we
so funny. You was like, I want to go, but it's telling me to stay here. And I was like, this
I'm
girl is
like,
crazy.
I'm looking at the radar, and the radar is like moving south or moving east, and I'm riding west. So I'm like, okay, well, if I just keep riding, it'll be fine. But then it just started lightning, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing
Yeah.
that. Mm.
She said, I
But
do rain, I do thunder, but I'm not doing
yeah,
light.
uh-uh. That almost scares me. But I don't know, like tips are really hard for me to give because I'm really still learning. And then I'll hear somebody give a tip and I'll be like, oh yeah, I should have said that. But
Hmm.
I don't know. I just kind of learn as I go, and I figure out what works for me. And what works for me is gas and goes. I know everybody can't do a gas and go, but I got to keep moving because sitting at that gas station for that long. Somebody actually gave me this tip: sitting at that gas station for so long, your body will start to rest, and you
Yeah.
want to sit in go mode so that you can get to where you're going. So
Yeah. I would say that's definitely one. I know when I went to Louisiana, I was like, okay, I need to just do this really quick, get back on the road. And there was something that I learned from you when we was in at GQ's event. Um, I would usually get I don't usually like to get fruit from a gas station, but I was afraid of cramping up and he was like, you want a potassium pill? And I was like, I didn't think about that. Like he was like, yeah, I take them a couple of days before. And I was like, why the hell didn't I think of that?
yeah.
So, you know.
Let me tell you, I don't know what it is. Even when I went to Texas, I drank so many bottles of electrolytes, so many bottles.
Hmm.
And even still, when I get to the hotel and I lay down, I will catch a Charlie horse if I do not take potassium. It don't
Hmm.
matter how many. I don't know what it is, but I keep it on me. Otherwise, I'll be up all night.
Yeah. So that was one of the things that I tips I got from you that I implement now when I go somewhere, you know.
Yeah,
So
keep it on you, girl, cause
y'all,
sure.
fun fact, I don't know if y'all know this, but and she's gonna laugh when I tell you this, but Ro is the one that was with me that took me across state lines for the first time. So I had a Sportster.
Oh
I had
boy.
a Sportster. And she was the one that I was like, oh, I want to go here. And she was like, can I ride with you? I was like, yeah. And we had to stop a couple of times because my tank was little, but
That was look, you got me scrolling trying to find it. That
no.
girl
I
good.
better
She
not see these pictures on your story either.
put it up there. Yup, show is. She was
Hey, show the
like, I
receipt.
wanna, she was like, it's my goal. It's my goal. I want to ride to this mural. And I was like, let's do it. And then I remember it was so funny you say that because I was just looking at this picture the other day and I was like, look at her now. Like she got a road glide. She is riding like thousands of miles a day. Like you're great, Gabby.
No,
I'm
you're great, honey. You're great.
I'm so
So yeah,
proud.
I just think that's so funny
God
just to see
dang
how
it. You
the
can't find it.
progress. Not you really looking for the picture though. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, you gotta put that on the screen so we can all see it.
Oh no.
Crazy. Oh my God. Yeah,
We got
she
we
did.
got we got we gotta have the receipts.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
dang it. Yep. Now I'm just gonna post it on Instagram.
Oh, that is crazy. But yeah, that was one of the tips that I was just like, yo, that was a great idea. So
Yeah. You did that. You grown up.
I appreciate
Yeah,
that,
she
That was you
girls.
is.
growing up.
I
You
am growing up. I'm a big kid now.
Yep.
So after your Texas ride, is there anything other places that you are considering? I know before you said that you were preparing, trying to build up that confidence for that cross country trip. So how do you feel after doing Texas? Do you think it's going to be sooner than later?
Oh, it's definitely gonna be later. Definitely later. Because I have so much going on with work and trying to get content out and trying to work on my business and trying to, it just is so much. And then
Hmm.
when it starts to get cold, I typically start tapping into my theater thing. So probably I'm looking at next summer though. Next summer. Um and I have to say this, and this has been on my mind heavy. So y'all my people, so I'm gonna just say it. I love to ride by myself for multiple reasons, but the main reasons being I can be on my own time, I can stop when I want to, and I ain't gotta worry about nobody.
Hmm.
So it's part of the reason why I don't announce where I'm going. And a lot of people will hit me up and be like, "You ain't tell me. You could
Hmm.
we could stopped and got lunch. We could stop and got dinner." And I just I'm an A to B type person. So when I announced that I'm going to, like when I'm going to California, like catch me on the highway. Catch me on the highway. Cause I would drop my tracker. If you ask for it, I'll give you my tracker. Catch me on the highway.
Hmm.
I can't stop. And I don't ever want to hurt anybody's feelings. Or they be like, "Oh, she fake. She don't want to stop." If you know, you know. We try to get from A to B, and 9 times out of 10, I'm trying to get to my destination before sundown because I don't like to go into a city that I don't know when the sun
Right.
is. So yeah, but next summer,
Highway bully herself.
What's going on, Logic?
What's up, Logic? No,
Lodge.
I definitely get that, especially on those longer trips and stuff. I know um I had to learn not to count the miles, but to look for certain landmarks.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you're that way, but that kind of helps me when I'm on the road. It's like, okay, don't worry about the miles. Just know that okay, as long as I make it here by this hit time, I'm gonna be good. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't like to wait for a long time. And I kind of in the same way. I want to get up and go. I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
wait nobody. I don't want nobody to be like, hey, let me think about it. By the time you done thought about it, I'm already out of Virginia.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know.
Yep.
I can honestly say that when I go on long rides, I don't really I zone out. I be in the zone. I don't care about the landmarks, none of that. I don't care about the miles. I don't care about the time because I don't do anything on a time constraint. So it's like I'll just get there when I get there. I'll just ride until I'm tired. You
Mm-hmm.
know. Um, I think I rode until maybe like 9:30 at night going towards Oklahoma, and I left here from Connecticut at 2 in the morning.
Mm,
And to be honest, I wasn't fully tired. To be honest with you, but I just said, let me stop, just rest because it was getting a little cold out. But
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I try not to think about that stuff because I feel like it's like a psych game for me. Like if I start thinking about it too much, and I'm like, oh man, I got nah. I just rather just go.
And going back to that question you asked me, what I learned about myself, what I learned coming home is I need to set a goal for myself on the amount of either the amount of miles I'm going to ride that day or the amount of hours I'm going to ride that day. Because when I came home from Texas, I had no plan. I was just like, I'm going to ride until I get tired. And I got tired after 800 miles when I knew that I could have probably pushed myself that last 200 because my goal was to get the majority, like ideally, I would want to get the majority of my miles done on day one and then finish it on day two. That's what I usually
yeah.
try to. But I stopped at like 800 and I was looking for hotels at 500. So I'm like, I have to set a goal for myself. Otherwise, I'm not. I'm just gonna be like, oh well, I'm just gonna bed down. I can do the last 1,500 tomorrow. Like, what is wrong with me? So yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well,
12-hour days, okay? 12-hour days. Just keep it 12-hour days.
Okay, that's reasonable. I think I
That
did.
is reasonable. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I can finally say that. That is
Yeah.
reasonable. No, for real. Because when you do longer, and you like, okay,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, you can do that
Yeah.
for
After
sure.
I did that ride around Virginia by myself, like all the rides after that became easier, not easy. Cause y'all heard me say in that video, I was like, oh, you do 1,000 mile day, you can do it. They're all the same. What was I thinking? What was I thinking saying that? Why did I even let that come out my mouth? Because that was so ignorant of me to say. Absolutely not.
And
Not
then that's when all the rain and all the wind,
not every ride is the same, baby. That's
a whole storm.
shoot, you can ride 5 miles down the road and that joint will be different.
That
Mm-mm.
If
is
it's
true.
one thing, if it's one thing I learned, don't trust the sun. All right, don't
Hello?
trust the sun. Because
Mm-mm.
I was freezing for about a good 200 miles, 200 miles riding with gas. I was
No,
freezing
that was
for
so
200
funny. So look, I didn't put it in the video, but since you brought it up,
miles.
there we are. It was chilly, and I don't know where we was at, but it started warming up. And we get at a gas stop, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take this off," and I was like, "Nah, big dog, I'm gonna keep mine on just to stay safe." So we ride. And the next gas stop, he put it back on. I said, "No, what happened? I thought it was war." He was like, "No, I didn't know it was gonna get cold again." I was like, "Yeah,
Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
keep mine on a little bit longer, but I be
Do
cold anyway."
better.
So
Do better. That's crazy.
Hey, but I'm
Mm,
prepared this time. All right, I got heated gear, that hooks up to the bike, so I'm prepared this time.
mm,
It's all
mm,
right.
yeah,
mm,
definitely need that heat a year, because by the time September get here, the temperature is definitely going to drop. So
yeah,
Yep.
most definitely. Yeah. So what y'all got going on? What's y'all's next rides?
Oh, we got Detroit.
yeah, we got Detroit
What's
coming up.
happening?
It's the Lavish Biker Bash. So,
Shout out to
Mm,
Lag.
mm.
so if you want to pop out, pop out.
Yeah, we're going. Actually, not next week. Weekend after next.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Y'all really got me looking for this picture though. I'm gonna
Oh
find it.
my gosh! Don't be petty.
It is going on
She,
Instagram.
you know how when your mama, try to show your friends your kid pictures.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I gotta show you this exact one. It's a
There
certain
we
one I
go.
gotta show you.
This was April 4/20, 2021. Let me see.
Not the date snap.
Yup. Her and Harriet Tubman. Yeah.
Okay, y'all seen it. Y'all see it. I
Yeah.
Oh
pushed that
man,
little.
Gas
we got
station.
we got to put that first one on a shirt. We gonna put that on
Yes.
a
Hey,
shirt.
look, I've been crossing miles since Forsters. I've been crossing state lines since Forsters.
That part. That's a shirt. That's a shirt.
Oh God.
Oh man, but
Let me
I do got to do a trip out there to Texas. So hopefully I can make some stops. Logic, if I'm out there, I'm gonna stop by and come see you if you're free. I definitely want to link up with Kelly B out there as well.
Right.
So
And Fire and
and Fire
Ice.
and Ice, yep. Want to
Yeah.
link up with them too.
Shout out
yeah.
to them as well. I would definitely love to. I know Kelly B gonna tell us what a nice spots at the food spots and stuff. He do
Hello.
not play. He
Shoot.
the spot we went to was really nice too.
Was
Yeah. So shout out to him as well.
Kelly B will tell you some food spots now.
And the thing that
Oh,
I like about Kelly B is that he be like so excited, and I like when he laugh. He be like, "Yo, you gotta do this. You gotta try this." I
Yeah.
love it. Hayes, don't you say nothing else.
tell- look, listen. He gonna cut on you
I
later. I hope.
know, I know, I
I'm
know.
already seeing the pings in the chat right now. You're like, what are you doing, gang? A Sportster? Come on now.
Hey, listen, that's what I had at the time, so I moved it.
So also while we up here, for those of you who don't know, Gab's meet and greet is coming up next weekend. So definitely show up. Y'all
Yes.
got y'all lives on too, right?
I don't have mine on. I have to figure out how to get that on. But yes, as Bro said, I am still doing the meet and greet, meet, greet, and gab. Hayes is so aggy. Meet, greet, and gab at Colonial Harley. It will be from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Y'all make sure y'all come out if y'all can. I have a special announcement that I'll be sharing with y'all, and I most likely I'm most likely going on live as well to share this information. So y'all stay tuned.
Let's go.
Definitely, definitely. And also, for those who are watching, I will get the information for anyone that's in the Texas area. Well, I think it's North Carolina, but Logic is also having a event as well. Um, so I will get that information as well. So I'm gonna try to post out as much stuff as I can for you guys, for rides and everything like that. Um, Actually, Ro, if you gotta do, you want that information? I think it's in North Carolina. He's a pastor, so they doing things of that nature. If you want to swing by there and be a part of something like that, I don't know, but yeah. So I'll definitely link you guys with that information as well. Got to show everybody love up here. You know what I mean?
Whoop whoop.
All our supporters.
Yes.
Bro, did you have any information or anything that you wanted to share? Oh yeah, don't forget you said something about the link, right? Don't be on
Yeah.
Monday.
So
Yeah.
Virginia All Female Ride 2026 is going down next year. I
Hey.
was about to say something, but we keeping it close to the chest. So, stay tuned. Virginia All Female Ride. Stay tuned on my channel, on my community posts, on my Instagram because I'll be posting stuff about that. Hopefully sooner than later. Yes.
Okay.
If you haven't seen my last video of my ride to Texas, go ahead and watch it. It will educate you because I did talk about the 7 stages of grief, but not in the normal sense of grief that we often think about. So go watch it.
Get them tires dirty.
Get them
And and
down.
I will say, I did like the way you broke that down with the 7 stages, which honestly they were accurate to a T. So y'all definitely go watch that. Ro definitely she has some amazing content. So
Thank
if you
you.
Yes.
don't believe me, not gonna lie, when I was putting in this crash guard, this new crash, hey, I definitely went back and watched the video. You know what I'm saying? So,
Thank you.
Yes, an
hey,
excellent
we
teacher.
Thank you.
exactly we always learning, you know. So that's what